Hey guys, how y'all doing? What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another no buy talkie video, and for today's video we are going to get into my former makeup addiction. And I can say that with 100% certainty that I am no longer addicted to makeup. I still love makeup, but I'm not obsessed with the idea of having this grand old collection. For today's video, we're going to be going over my personal makeup obsession, maybe I should just call it obsession. Let's not call it an addiction. Let's not attach something bad to it. I mean, obsession's bad too, but it's not as bad as saying addiction. So we're going to be talking about my makeup obsession, where it started, why I did it, the feelings I was going through, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to hit a soft spot in your heart, whether it was something that you used to do yourself or something that you're currently going through. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just how it is. Let's get to makeup obsession. By the way, guys, I had no desire to put on extensions in my hair. I had to take thumbnails outside first, and I was coming in here and I said, you know what? I am not going to lose a drop of sweat to these lights right here. So no, we're gonna wear this thing. So like I said before, my makeup obsession started when I was in college. I got introduced to the world of MAC. I watched Marlena, I watched Michelle Phan, I watched YouTubers that were out at the time who were makeup artists or aspiring makeup artists, wanted to share with people, and just MAC was the thing, you know? There were other brands out there, but MAC was the bad mamma jamma. If you had MAC, you was in the know. I do want to start off with my spending habits. When I hauled makeup, and you can see this in my former haul videos years back, I hauled stuff. Like, I went in. If I was gonna buy something, I couldn't just buy one thing. That made absolute no sense to me. Why would I buy one product? I had to spend at least bare minimum $200 to $300. That made the most sense to me. So I would gather things up in my cart, and then when it was about $300, that was like usually the go-to, I would purchase stuff. And I would either buy it all bulk from one store, whether it be MAC or Macy's, Nordstrom, wherever, and then or Korean sites at the time. And then I just waited for the boxes to come in. $200 to $300 minimum. That was the most logical thing for me. And before I continue on, disclaimer, this is not me bragging. This was me years back. This is not me now. My collection is nowhere near what it was then. Yes, it still might be excessive for some people, but it's probably more than half of what it used to be. So just consider that this was me when my makeup obsession was full blown. Yes, I did have these things at one point, and this is me sharing with you my experience. By no means is it me saying, look at what I have, because, well, technically I no longer have it. Now, sometimes I spent upwards of $600 to $800 on a single buy. So if I was dead set on buying makeup this month, I would buy $400 from this store, $200 from that store, $100 at this store. And I would make sure that I bought it on the same day so that they could come around the same time. And then I would have all of these products all at once. And I gave myself a whole bunch of Merry Christmases throughout the year. Birthday was a big purchase, summer was a big purchase, and Christmas was a big purchase oftentimes. And the reason I say summer is because I tend to like summer colors, bronze, brown, you get the picture. So that's why I allowed myself to buy during the summer as well. But even in between, I would still purchase makeup. Now, getting into how I tend to like certain things very strongly. If I, for some reason, found a blush that I liked from a specific brand, I made myself believe that I needed to have every single color that I liked from that specific brand under that category. So it could be a blush, it could be a lipstick, and then I want all these different types of lipstick. If I liked an eyeshadow from NARS, I wanted all the eyeshadows that I liked. So you can imagine how big my collection got. Now, when I was doing Korean makeup, I would bulk buy to, again, reaching that minimum, but it wasn't necessarily the most priciest makeup. So in the beginning, when I was getting into different types of, makeup, I would buy drugstore, I would buy Korean makeup. And then it slowly became, I'm not really into these drugstore, and the drugstore website that I used to buy from made shipping a little bit more difficult, and it would take a month and a half, sometimes 2 months to reach to me, and I just was like, no, I'm not gonna wait that long. Macy's takes a week, Nordstrom takes a week and a half. No. And because I have that mentality of sticking to like things, it's just the way I am. Don't take it as me being like brand specific. I'm like this with other things in life. If I like a certain type of brand for a mattress set, then I will stick to it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm that type of person with that type of mentality. So I knew I liked MAC blushes. I knew I liked NARS eyeshadows. I knew I liked Tom Ford quads and blushes. I knew I liked MAC lipstick, Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, NARS lipsticks. I had ones that I like, and they just happened to be mid to high-end makeup. Now, because I like to collect in extreme amounts, my collection grew significantly, and it was very expensive. And I didn't think of it at the time in terms of how much money I was spending, because I allotted myself this makeup. This was my extra money that I had. I paid my bills, I did all of those things, made sure that I had spare money to last me the rest of the 2-week or pay period. And this was my allotted makeup expenditure, because that's what I wanted to spend my extra money on. So in doing that, looking at my makeup collection, then at one point in time I had 42 MAC blushes. 42. Who in their freaking mind needs 42 MAC blushes? I had over 100 MAC eyeshadows. I had over 130 MAC lipsticks at one point. 130. So the amount of money that I had in my room just on makeup was ridiculous. I'm going to share that number with you in a little bit, because I don't think I'm quite ready to say it. It freaks me out that I even... Whoa. Again, please don't take this the wrong way. It's not braggy. It's not where I am now. Half of it has gone to other homes. They are being well loved, and I've been told that they're greatly appreciated. So now, in saying that, I'm going to give you an example of just how obsessive compulsive I was about my makeup collection. I would have lipstick holders, and I would eventually build my collection. Let's say I had 1 or 2 slots open. I felt the need to have to fill those slots. So I would already be like, okay, what other 2 lipsticks do I want? Even if it wasn't a lipstick that I necessarily felt was my style. If it was popular on YouTube, if they said, when they said, you need Candy Yum Yum, do I really need Candy Yum Yum? No. Did I buy it? Sure did. So that kind of was my way of thinking. It was partly my obsession with just being obsessed with something, and then feeling like, okay, let's get it done. We're going to get this. We're going to get this. We're going to reach this goal. It's going to be amazing. That's just the way I am. And it was very apparent in how I collected makeup. Now let's talk about the feeling of unboxing. You purchase something, you're excited about it, right? You're online, you make your cart full, and you leave it there until you're ready to purchase it, right? You get it in the mail. There is no better feeling. I can remember just how excited I felt to get those boxes. So I would open the boxes, right? And you get a plethora of different makeup products. And it's Christmas, you have all of these products, and you're opening it, and then you open the product. it's untouched. You take the film off and you swatch it and you're like, yes, you're gonna change my life. You're going to be the thing that I need that propels me to greatness. So you're playing with it, you grab your mirror, you put on foundation, you do all of these things and tell yourself like, man, I'm so happy I had this, and that feeling lingers. Like, I know you guys understand what I'm talking about. Like there's this feeling you get, like it's just like you're a little kid again, and you're excited about a little gift that someone gave you, but it's all yours and it's makeup. You feel like you're on top of the world. It's amazing. You play with it, let's say, 3 to 5 times, right? But then you see that haul video, or then you see this new makeup release. I guess trend mood is the thing now. You all of a sudden, this is still great, but you just hold on a little bit because Anastasia is going to be making a new palette, and then you create a new list. You create a new list in your cart, and then it's that cycle again, right? It's like, I purchased all of these things. I want all of these things. I purchase it. I'm waiting for it. I open it. I'm excited. I'm on top of the world. Play with it. We swatch it. We put it on. We use it a couple times. And then there's just always a new list of items, a new trend that comes along, and it's repetitive. You go over it. That's why we haul things. That's why we buy things consistently, because there's always going to be something new. So your collection builds and it builds quickly. It builds a lot quicker than most people think, because makeup comes out like this. Makeup has completely transformed from what it used to be. It used to be like you would see people, celebrities, I can remember in the 90s, and you would just buy stuff from like the drugstore, like you look at someone's lipstick and you kind of go, I wonder what color that is. It kind of looks like this color I saw at the store. Let me go get it. Now it's like, okay, she has all of this on her face. Damn, I want that look. I'm gonna buy everything. We know the details of what goes into a look, and so we feel like we need those things to achieve that look. We have the access to figure it out, and so we allow ourselves to get all of those items. Now, it's also worth mentioning that if you do YouTube, if you're a beauty YouTuber, and maybe it's not for everyone, it's not the case for everyone, I can't speak for everybody, but I know that for a lot of people, there is a slight pressure that maybe you just put on yourself, saying like, man, this palette is coming out. I would really love to be one of the first people to review it, or to do a tutorial on it, to do a comparison video on it. So keeping up with what's coming out, there's a little bit of pressure on you. That's what works. That's what people want. They want you to swatch it for them before they go out and purchase it. They want to hear what you have to say on the quality of those things before they fork up the money. Now, I was one of those people. You guys have seen, I've swatched a ton of stuff. I've, done tutorials on eyeshadow palettes. I've done comparison videos before. I felt that slight pressure to keep up with the trend. Am I like that now? I know what's coming out. I don't feel the pressure to own those things, That's not where my mind is right now in terms of how I want to do makeup videos. I just want to do tutorials. I want to do get ready with me's. I want to try and use what I have. I want to talk about weight loss. I want to do this no buy. That's where my makeup videos, that's the direction I want to take it in, at least for now. Will I be buying makeup in bulk? I honestly don't think I will ever go back to the way that I used to obsess over makeup. I'm very, very content with where I am right now. And it's almost like you pass on the torch to other people. Like there's always going to be a new group of people that will be doing exactly what you did. And it's not bad. I didn't feel bad about my makeup obsession. Yes, looking at the amount of money that I spend, it's kind of like, ugh. But I cannot say that the joy that it brought me was something that I regret. Like, I genuinely was happy. I was happy making those purchases. I was, the excitement, you can't take it back. I worked my butt off at work. I paid my bills on time. I'm a good person. Why can't I treat myself? And I just happen to want to spend it on makeup. And I can't knock anyone for wanting to do that, because I don't think it's wrong. But I'm just saying, like, there's a little pressure. What amount you give yourself that pressure, it's completely up to you. But it's kind of like, I want to keep up. I want to keep up with what's coming out. I feel that this next bit, and will probably be, kind of the culmination of my makeup obsession, and led me to really evaluate what I was doing with, my makeup purchases. And that was my idea of building a collection. And I loved the way that it looked. Like, I could just look over across my room, I would see my makeup collection, and it brought me joy. Like, I could see all my blushes, there, and it made me happy, like, seeing them. But I was building a collection to essentially, like, look at it. I think I mentioned it before. Like, I looked at my collection and I asked myself, like, are you there to use it, or are you there to look at it? And that was kind of, for me, the trigger to, like, get the wheels turning. Like, I'm really not, there's no real purpose for it, like, just to look at it. And it did bring me joy, but that joy slowly was more like, I'm not looking at it as much anymore. I have other things that bring me joy that I want to do. I do want to travel more. Maybe that's where my extra money should be going to. I'm not as excited to create a makeup list. Maybe I want 1 or 2 things in 4 months. So gradually, the joy of looking at the collection, it wasn't as fulfilling as it used to be. So when I had that realization of, this is really just for me to look at, you think about what I did. I thought about other people that will probably love half of this collection that I'm not using. I started looking at people on Island that either did freelance makeup, that wore makeup, family friends, my friends who wanted makeup, who enjoyed makeup. And I thought to myself, why not just share it with them? Looking at it, it's not the same. So let me find joy in another way, and let me share it with people. My mom had friends, and so I had Chanel lipsticks, YSL lipsticks that were more of like that darker red berry, and I knew that they would enjoy it. So I said, Mom, give these to your friends. And then I had, she also had friends with daughters and granddaughters. Here's like a set, and makeup that just was bad, I just threw it away, like, chuck it, and that really was the end of my makeup obsession. Now, I still like makeup, but I'm gonna self-diagnose myself and say, and admit, not say, I'm admitting it, I was obsessed with makeup. Do I feel guilty about it? No. Again, makeup brought me joy. Well, it's just like the thought, now that it's all done and over with, it's more like, where was your mind? Why did you do that? But I wouldn't say that I regret the joy that it brought me. And, possibly the joy that it's brought other people. I appreciated what it did for me when I was down, or I felt like work was just too hard. It was something that I came home to and was like, there you are. I wouldn't take it back. It was what it was. And I bet you're all wondering at one point how much my makeup collection was worth. What does this include? It includes everything. This includes blushes, lipstick, bronzers, highlighters, foundations, powders, eyebrows, eyeliners, what else? Primers, lashes, my brushes. So all inclusive. The only thing it doesn't include is skincare, because that's a whole nother subject. I really don't have skincare right now. I just wash my face. That's it. So at one point, at the peak of my makeup obsession, my makeup collection was worth at least $16,000. Oh God. And the main reason, like the main reason why it was as much as it was because the quantity that I have of mid to higher end brands. And I'm so happy because my makeup collection finally fits on my vanity. I'm so proud of myself. Like that is probably the most excited I've felt since the joy of opening a huge MAC box. Like I was so excited. You don't understand. When all my makeup fit on my vanity. So guys, that is my makeup addiction. No, my makeup obsession story, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't want to treat it like it's a problem. I want to treat it as more of this is me. This is part of my whole no buy series. This is my makeup obsession journey / appreciation for what I have. And so it's just more like sharing, you know? Okay, we've rambled on enough. That is my makeup obsession story. Hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy this video and have not done so already, go ahead and click the red subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it. If you guys like this makeup look, it's very simple, it's very clean, it's very me. This is just how I like to do my makeup 90% of the time. But if you guys do like this makeup tutorial, don't forget to check me out on Instagram. It will be the first link in the description box down below, and over there I will list all the makeup products that I use to put this makeup look together. Just be sure to be on the lookout for this outfit. This do is gonna be in the caption. All right guys, till the next video, I hope you all are doing well. Sorry, I slapped my thigh. Hot dog. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.